and some Falana for Bobrisky to bring out his facts. VDM only played a voice note made by Bobrisky. So let's get that right.
But did they mention the name of some Falana?
Why are you twisting it? Bobrisky did mention.
Hello. Abiola Jimo. Let's try to put that. I think you didn't join our conversation when it started close to 2 hours, over 2 hours now.
No.
We have established a number of ground rules. And when people are discussing ahead of you, probably that is why you are not coming in. No one is disputing, and for generality of everybody, let's get some things straight. There are 3 things that were substantive from that leaked telephone conversation between Bobrisky and whoever it was. And names of 4 or 5 people were mentioned. Among the names is a guy that sent money to him from abroad, 1 million, a guy that sent 8 million to him, and another 2 million. First, the bad guy, and Mr. Falana, and a godfather that was not named.
Mentioned.
And also ascribed to the controller of prisons based on some things that happened under his jurisdiction, and also to the chairman of EFCC based on the conduct of his team members.
Presidency.
And presidency, the Minister of Justice. Having said that, we could see that this is a discussion that is majorly leveled against institutions of government and a permanent judicial practitioner in person of Mr. Femi Falana, SAN. Now, having said that, it is not that if it is just the audio, maybe Paparano saw the leak audio through the dark web and we are discussing it, nobody will mention VDM because it's just an audio and people are just reacting to the audio. But VDM was the one that played the audio and he made commentaries regarding that audio. Therefore, he has brought his name into the matter because he makes commentaries about it. He will be held responsible for his own commentaries if anybody feels slighted by his commentaries. Why other things that were said by those in that audio, those people will be held responsible for it. And it is the job of the authority to investigate it. And I think that is right. Secondly, personally, I will say it is, you can either look at it in this way, that VDM leaked a private conversation, which you will say is an invasion of the privacy of the persons in that conversation because he never took their permission. At the same time, VDM can also be excused understanding the element of that conversation, that it involves institutions and government, powerful people. Hence, if such conversation was sent through the regular procedure of whistleblower, it might be suppressed and might not see the light of the day. Hence, we could say it is an audio that has public interest because of the unholy happenings within EFCC, the prisons, the Ministry of Justice, and petitioner in the judiciary. You could say that. So based on those facts, we can argue that if he had sent it through the regular way, we no go hear about them. But based on invading other people's privacy, we could say, but when you versus individual and public, we always go for the greater good. If it is in the greater good, it is okay. But if it is not in the greater good, we can then look into the nitty-gritty. Having established that, we should also know that VDM would have been out of this if audio was released through the dark web and allow people to begin to talk about it. That itself makes it more public, and the public will be calling on the authority that government, now the thing well, now they do with this. We want to see the end of it. Even as it is, EFCC chairman what did they say? Invited him. I saw him on TV where he said he's in Abuja. He cannot come to Lagos. He can go to their office in Abuja. So EFCC have invited to come and give them more light. I think police should also go into it, and the prison authority should go into it. I think the Ministry of Justice should also go into it, just the way Mr. Falana, Mr. Femi Falana and Falana have reacted to it, which is right. But we must not shy away from one thing. This guy have brought to fore some decadence in the Nigerian society that we've been hearing about, that people have experienced, that when some people are sentenced to jail by the judiciary, some power that be makes their time in the correctional center even more lively. But we have also seen that in this nation, someone like late Obafemi Awolowo was jailed in Nigeria, and he spent his time in jail. Someone like former President Olusegun Obasanjo was jailed in Nigeria, and he spent his time in jail. Someone like Kalu, former governor of Abia, was in jail. As a matter of fact, he renovated some facilities because he was there. Yes, in all prisons all over the world, there are segments for different type of people, because you cannot put someone with a minor crime with an hardened criminal. But all those ones are established. But we must come to terms with one thing. Anybody that has been lame in this matter, they have the right to defend their names, and we should allow them to do so. But at the same time, we should also, as much as we are supporting VDM in what he's doing, we should also tell him, try as much as possible to also balance, because he's like a media person. In media, the purpose of dissemination of information in journalism is through objectivity, not subjectivity. If, for example, the way he has praised Mr. Femi Falana, that he is an emergency dial on his phone, he is someone he respected and all that, passing out those encomium on him, why didn't he reach out to him and say, Uncle, I heard this, I have this audio, could this be true? And if Uncle told him, no, that is fallacious, that is wrong, this is what happened, he would have come up better, even if he releases, he will have come better even if he releases that audio and his commentary will have guided. Then he will have been in better position to say, this guy really know what he's doing and he has done everything he has to do. Let the authority do the proper investigation. I think that is where the truth lies, rather than blaming anybody. We can always do it better, and I think he can do it better.
I want to come in. I want to ask you a question. And I've been listening. I've been in class. I'm listening. So I want to ask you, what about that audio was released through the dark web and it first got to VDM?
Brother, sorry, before I talk, it's not through dark web.
Can I play
Someone sent that voice note to VDM, and VDM confirmed it. You understand?
Did you confirm it when he was talking about it, that he got it through someone?
DVN update 4 hours ago, please. I think maybe that will change a bit of the way we are thinking right now.
Wait, sorry. Just let me quickly answer Mickey. VDM in his submission when he released that thing, he never said he got it from a dark web. Okay. And also don't forget that VDM has an incident where he has himself confirmed that he get hackers to get things done for him. That itself is not.
But did he also mention that? That he got it through? There's someone sent it to him.
Yes.
Listen to it now.
Prince, hold on. You see that recording? It was supposed to be a bait between Bob and that guy that I was owing. They were keeping that record in order to get the money from Bob. So they were using the recording as a bait. Well, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to release this recording. So everything is even moving sketchy right now.
It was that guy that sent it to VDM.
Exactly.
It was the guy. You understand? It was the guy.
Then if it was the guy, if it was the guy, what is VDM's problem here now? Why are people thinking that VDM what he did is wrong?
He didn't do anything. We'll see now. Let's hear his update.
And VDM, I don't see anything VDM do wrong. He's just trying to expose the bad eggs in our society. It's too much. It's too much. We have been subjected to this kind of people for years.
Thank you.
This is if he can take this bullet, if he can take this mic and come out with the boldness, let them arrest him if he's wrong. Let's see. We'll see where this will get to.
We are not blaming VDM.
No, brother. Dabs. I came up because of Dabs is blaming him, and I know why Dabs is blaming him, because this VDM matter is now pointing at what's it called?
Can we listen to his update to
Falana? And Falana, listen. I know where I think before I talk, bro. I'm a scientist. I learn. I learn from people here the way they think. Then I read mind. Your mindset is that you are attacking VDM because of Falana. And Falana is standing. Listen, let me finish. Okay. Falana is standing for Wunmi, and that is all. I can judge you on that. Simple. That's me. Because what VDM did for me, personally, it's not wrong.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
Okay, same way.
Everybody wait. Everybody, just wait.
Let's listen to the
Let's
update.
hear this update.
Please.
Okay.
Alright, first of all, I did not defame Uncle Femi Falana, and I will never defame Uncle Femi Falana. SAN is somebody that I respect 100%, not because of his position as a SAN, but because of what he has used the position to do, representing the likes of me. The likes of me that speak against the ills of the society, abuse of power, abuse of influence, and also the bad dealings of the government. Uncle Falana have represented the likes of me and a lot of other activists. I am not an activist, however, but he has represented a lot of people that I personally know. One other person I represent that made me love him more is Falana Kuti. Falana Kuti is a Roman.
Do you have a new one?
Yes, this is the old one.
Oh yeah, play the new one.
Oh, this one is just yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, this one is
play the new one. Oh yeah, play it.
Towards Falz the bad guy posted a letter that says I should retract my statement and I should apologize for defaming him. First of all, before Falz posted that, Shonkuti called me and he said, Verydarkman, I just finished speaking with Falz the bad guy. I want you to call him. I'll send you his number. I want you to call him so that you guys can talk. And I said, Ebon, I don't want to talk to Falz. Then he said, no, you need to hear what he wants to say, And then I sent Falz a message, we got on the call. And then when we got on the call, then he said he wasn't happy. Then I said, how far? Then he started talking, I said, he said he started talking about defamation, that he wasn't happy. Then I said, Falz, I thought you're calling me to tell me your own side of the story so that I will know what's up, But I don't understand what's going on now. So at the point in the conversation, I felt like Falz was recording me, and then I said, Falz, I feel like you're recording me. I feel like you're trying to get evidence from me or trying to make me say something so that you can hold me by my wrist, And then when I said it, he could not defend that, Then he went on saying things like, since you know me on social media or my family, have you ever heard anything negative about myself or my father? I said, I have never heard anything negative about your father, Femi Falana. However, you yourself have heard something negative about you. Then he said, what have you heard about me? And I said, my bro, it is for my own consumption and not for me to tell you, So it was almost as if he was trying to pick my brain to know what I know and the length of things that I know. Well, anyways, that's by the way. Then the whole conversation ended up with me telling Falz that, thank God you are a lawyer, so you will not need to pay a lawyer to stand for you in court. But as for me, I did not defame you, and I'm standing that I did not defame you. So I will see you in court. That's number one. Number two, I did not read what Falz posted until later. And then when I read what Falz posted, I said, wait a minute. Bobrisky is saying that the voice call was fake. And now Falz is confirming that Bobrisky, they actually had a call. You understand? The only difference is that he's saying that Bobrisky was the one that called him, while Bobrisky is saying that it's Falz that called him. Falz is saying Bobrisky has seen for 3 million. Bobrisky is saying that Falz said he should pay a lawyer his father 10 million naira. Do you understand? Now, what I expect Falz to do, instead of addressing that letter to me, I expected you to address that letter to Bobrisky, requesting that he should clear your name off that voice call, and he should clear Uncle Falana's name off that call, not you coming from me. Do you understand? I wasn't the one in the record. Do you understand? My reason for posting that is to expose corruption. The corruption that states that Bobrisky used his mouth to say that instead of taking him to prison, that he took him to a private lodge. That EFCC collected 50 million naira from him to drop an allegation and to drop a charges that said he laundered money. Do you understand? And inside all this thing is calling your name, and you are sending a letter to me. I would expect you to send that letter to Bobrisky. Do you understand? To be very honest, I did not defame Falz and Uncle Femi Falana. Now, that's on the side. Now, as it stands like this, I am standing my ground to say, I still want to know what went down. Because going back to everything now, I saw there's a picture of Bobrisky online where he carried luggage. You didn't go prison, you carry luggage. Secondly, who gave Bobrisky a phone to make call inside prison? Because they don't lock me up before. They remand me for prison now. I know say if you won't make call to your family, it will take you a process of telling one of the prison wardens to say you won't make call. They'll bring you outside, they'll give you a phone. If you remember the number, fine and good. If you don't remember the number, turn out happy. Then you can now call the person you want to call. So how did Bobrisky get a phone to call Falz and he's requesting that Falz will give him 3 million? Again, another question is this: which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million for VIP cell? We need to know. Do you understand? We need to know which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million. Because when they get all these amounts for, say they'll give us, they'll collect 10 million, may they claim name from the crime where he commits by a presidential pardon. You understand? So, my dear brother Falz, I did not defend you, and I will expect you to channel this energy to Bobrisky that called your name in that recording. And as for Bobrisky, like I said, I will post another recording from a totally different person entirely. Mind you, the first video I posted, I did not even post it complete. There are other side of the video. But I will post another one again today. I will post another one again today. I'll post another one again today, confirming that this guy, man, through no go prison. So is it that prison is for us, where we don't get people? Is prison for us, the poor masses? Is prison for us, the people that don't have connection? Who is this Bobrisky's godfather that also influence the clearing of his charges, his money laundering charges? So that is my question. Do you understand? It's pretty simple. I want to know what really happened, and I believe a lot of Nigerians want to know. That being said, some Nigerians, I see comments like, is Bobrisky the problem of the country? No, Bobrisky is not the problem of the country. However, the stories and the corruption surrounding Bobrisky is part of the problem of Nigeria. Do you understand? Now, just imagine if it was a whistleblower that said the thing about the money laundering. You understand? And tomorrow now you go release the person, or you go put them for one lodge. That person where you put for lodge now, go orchestrate, go plan the buying of the person where do whistleblowing. Do you understand? They cannot investigate the person that is inside prison again now. They go say, this one they prison. That means another person do. They don't know say the person they outside. This thing is very deep, but you all don't understand. It's not about Bobrisky, it's about the corruption. Tomorrow now you go carry Abelu. Do you understand? So what if Abelu pays and drop his charges and we think he's in prison? So how do you imprison politicians when they do wrong if the normal average people are paying to remove charges and are paying to stay in an apartment instead of a prison? Nigerians will not get to that brain. Anyways, you all better don't play, else you're going to learn. And you will learn the hard way. Peace.
Thank you.
And anybody that is bitter.
For those of you saying that VDM retracted, I disagree. In fact, he reaffirmed his statement. He did not retract. Number one, that's number one. Number two, The latest and the newest slogan is you don't fight injustice with you don't fight justice with injustice. We know, but there's a gray area. There are circumstances that the police will bust my door open to come to my house. There are circumstances that I will ask them, do you have a search warrant? So you need to be able to tell the difference. DVM going to say he uses one IP, some people IPs to investigate the death of Mohbad, is politically and not against the law. It's correct. So like Mickey said, you're only saying this because of VDM and because of Falana and all of these things, and that is true. And we know where you are coming from. And I hope I've been able to clear the air on that. There are circumstances police or FBI will be telling people without, even tap into their phone conversations without their consent. And there are some other instances that even if you release my audio, they will tell you it is not acceptable, admissible in court. So you have to be able to know which is which. Okay? When you have... Go ahead.
Okay, one thing you have to know is that until when everyone come out of the shell of Team Wunmi, Team Baba disagreement, we have to understand what is wrong and what is right. You're making reference to FBI and the police. Is VDM a private investigator?
It does not matter.
No, let me land now. When you were talking, I was quiet.
Go ahead.
One thing you have to realize is that it is an offense to be in the possession of a private data of someone. This is not even...
No, it is not.
So are you saying me being in possession of your own IP? Let me talk now.
You are not saying what is right. And you are even saying something. You are even saying something.
But you're not letting me land. You just want to talk.
I remember. Hold on. I remember the day I played Baba's audio. And I said, I'm not going to play it. You were telling me, Dabs, were telling me I was doing the wrong thing. Having such an audio in my possession and not playing it.
No. That was not what I said. No. That was not what I said. Now you're lying. No.
Oh my goodness. That's an insult.
No. See, if you said you want to expose something. See, I'm of the opinion that if you want to win an argument on a point.
That is an insult, and that is
on a point-based argument.
On your platform. I came to your platform. I was there with IT guy. I played it a little bit on my platform, and I stopped it. When I came to your platform, you were like, Supreme, you get that audio. Play them now. Play them for us now. Play them for us now. You didn't then see it as something that was wrong.
Are you saying me? Do you want me to talk? Do you want me to talk, or you just want to continue?
No, Dabs, there are certain things. This is a public place. There are certain. Yeah, everybody has got right to their opinion, but I would think that where we are now in Nigeria, there are certain things that should not even be encouraged in the public space. Why? What is happening right now is even a shame. I won't lie to you. I would have thought that everybody should be out there encouraging this guy. Because me, you, and others, maybe due to suppression, due to, we're not bold to do what this guy is doing. Hence why a lot of people have left that country in the name of Japa, thinking there is no future in that country. But if things like this is happening, myself, you, and others, we encourage these people to continue, I can tell you, we will have no country to go back to. We will have nobody that wants to continue to believe in that country. The future of that country will become blink. This man, his chamber again was connected, and I'm not talking because his case was connected to Mohbad. No, I am talking about the case at hand with this voice note. So it's high time we start looking at this person with a different view. What is really happening?
Let me tell you something. To buttress your point, even if we have to look at the case of Mohbad, some of us know the shitty things he has done on the G.
Absolutely.
We know. Some of us know. So this man, Falana SAN, is not what, I mean, nobody is perfect. Let's just put it that way. Nobody is perfect. And remember, not too long ago, 2-3 days ago, Oriyomi said something that the prime suspects or the principal suspects ran to
a son.
We know, are we stupid? We know Wunmi ran to Falana. Simply put, that is it. And a day later,
less than 48 hours.
24. Oh, what do we at 48? 24 hours.
24 hours.
Back. He retracted.
He retracted.
Now, what that is saying is that I'm going to relate it to Mohbad because that's the only reason I'm on this app. What you are saying is that the 15 of the people in that house, confidentiality, they should not release. There's no confidentiality in criminality. There is no confidentiality when you have a crime at hand. You throw confidentiality off the window. Somebody is dead.
Hello, Supreme Iron.
Supreme Iron.
Sorry. Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
I want to say something about VDN. The one you said last that he retracted his word or something.
I said he did not.
No, this is the VDM have two lawsuits. One from the father and one from the son.
No lawsuits. They are not lawsuits.
Whatever. The statement. He has two from the father and from the son. So maybe he realized that what he said about his the father was wrong.
No, he didn't realize that. No. I haven't
said anything against him.
That's the reason why he made the first video.
We should not put emotion into it. Let's call what is right.
Listen the whole thing.
Not
to pray.
Hold on, Mama. Hold on. I have them here. Number one, you were wrong. They are not lawsuits. Number two,
not lawsuits, but the letter written was from both two.
Listen now. Let me explain to you. You are just doing gra-gra.
No. This one is not about explaining. We will not allow somebody to explain. You are wrong. The first
I'm not wrong. You are the one that you don't understand English.
Seriously.
Yeah, serious.
I'm wrong. Then you don't understand English. We've been here discussing this for hours. You don't understand
discussing it, but you are not.
Maybe everyone needs to go and listen.
You need to go to the comment section, take a paper and a pen and take notes.
No, even she needs to go and listen to the audio we just listened to before it
comes. You need to go there and take a note. We are saying he did not say he has two lawsuits in his hand. That's why he quickly begged because he knows he has wrong.
Supreme, can I say something fast, please? What I want to say is that nobody hates VDM. VDM is doing fine in the area of a fake product, in the area of fighting for people that have been jilted or whatever. But when it comes to the government, I just need VDM to apply wisdom.
I agree with you, and I agree with you.
We still need VDM in this country.
I
just want him to apply wisdom. And maybe the age is worrying VDM. The age is speaking for him.
He's in his 20s.
You understand?
How old is he?
VDM needs wisdom. In the area of government, you can't fight government and win. You understand? But you need to apply wisdom in a way that you will use that wisdom to win the government.
Yeah. So, Prince, if I can come in, if
I
you don't
know,
mind.
I know you will come in.
Sorry for interjecting. VDM is not fighting the government. We need to get that one right. VDM is not fighting the government with what is at hand now.
I did not say he's fighting the government.
You said it. You said you can't fight the government and win.
Let me land. Anything pertaining to the government, he should take it easy and apply wisdom, because we love him, we want him, we don't want anything evil to happen to him. That's what I want to say.
Okay, thank you for your submission. But however, it's high time we Nigerians, when things like this happen, we shouldn't stop throwing out fear or indirectly indicting ourselves. VDM is clearly not fighting the government. This guy has simply played a voice note that was sent to him, a voice note that me, yourself, and others should be asking the right authority that what has happened. Can we get? Is this true? What is the brain behind it? Can we have? It's us asking questions to the right authority, not indicting VDM. If truly we want to see a change in our country,
I think aristocrat
if truly we want to see a change in the system that we are meant to believe in.
Maybe you need to make us understand to what will he
Hello, please. Let me just say something from where I stand. Yeah.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Abiola, I think what Prince is fair enough, and tread cautiously. That's all he's saying. That he's doing good, but he should tread cautiously, and he shouldn't be passive as a spy or a threat to the government's security, which is okay. It's allowed. So DVM.
God bless you.
That's it. Thank you. All right, aristocrat, please go ahead.
All right. This is what I want to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let us all. Number one, I always love when we are the third party in a situation. Do not be driven by your resentment or non-alignment with the Falana chamber in its involvement in Mohbad's matter. Throw it away. Do not be, cajoled by your thoughts about some people that feel Bobrisky was wrongfully jailed for what he should have been fined for. So let us place that. There is something that is very salient in what has happened. Whether right or wrong, that is debatable. VDM has brought to fall the corruption in the Nigerian system. Now, when the young man said fighting the government, tell you what, if you come out to fight any institution, you are fighting the government. EFCC is the government. Prison services is the government. Judicial is the government. Ministry of Justice is the government, because they are all working for the government. So let's take it at light. So when you use the word government, don't take it as if the person is fighting the office of the president of the government. No. Every parastatals that represent the government, and their inactive or active post is on behalf of the government. So whatever the BDM has done is this. He has been able to expose the corruption in the government. That is what he has done. Beautifully. He has been able to show that EFCC, that has been representing the government since 1999 or 2000, that former President Obasanjo established EFCC to fight corrupt practices. to take it away from the police that is perceived to be corrupt is also corrupt. Can collect money and remove charges, which means they can also put charges just to collect money from people. That is intimidation, and they are representing the government because they are not persecuting anybody on their own behalf or on behalf of whoever is heading them. Number one. Number two is also to show that several stories that have been said that concerning Nigerian prison system from time immemorial, that some people will be sentenced and they will be exchanged with someone else, or some people in the morning you will see them in prison, at night they are on their beds doing pio, or they are somewhere controlling their businesses, or some people are seen to be in prison but they are committing crime elsewhere. It has been shown, and that is what is shown, and it has shown that we have a system where people that are connected can somehow navigate the system, and even when an arm of the government have passed judgment on acts that are wrong, but these people are enjoying the benefit of a free person. And I think that is what that audio has shown. And it has also shown that possibly some people that are respected in their profession also see it as a way. They also come to aid to say, we can help you. And they even confirm from that discourse, whether right or true, that the system is corrupt. So you need to wet some ground. Let us take it like that. It is the government. EFCC is called to question in this. Nigerian Prison Services is called to question in this. Ministry of Justice is called to question in this. And practitioner in judiciary are called to question in this. Let us establish that all these people is the government. Having said that, I would really like us to understand that it's also good to advise VDM. Anybody that is fighting all these institutions, if you are fighting any governmental institution, you will act with sense. Act in a way that you protect yourself. Act in a way and be ready for anything, anytime. It's doing well, I will say. It's exposing things that are bad, I will say. But it is not too bad also for people to say, do with common sense, small, so that it will be better. I think that is where we should just look at it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aristocrat. I like your submission.
The longer version of what I said.
Yeah, but in so many ways that it's difficult to know where is really sitting at, because to me, if I could listen to Aristocrat, I would say maybe probably is sitting on both fence, you know. Yeah, that's my conclusion of this.
Abiola, if you know me, I don't pick side. If you know me, I don't pick side. And many a time I talk educatively. Because when I make myself an umpire, I don't pick sides. And listen, and what I've done in this case this morning when we started this is to tell us that either parts have their rights, a matter is on ground. At the end of the day, we as the public, this is what we should be clamoring for.
Absolutely.
A wind has blown. Yansh or foul don't open. Make we see the thing where they inside that yansh. We will call the people who are meant to investigate it. So at the end of the day, we will now say they've done this, they've done this. It's true, it's true. Like Paparano said today, what if everything VDM have said is correct by fact? Then the people he has mentioned have to pay for it. But do those people have the right to also seek redress within the system? Yes, they do. We will not take it away from them. But at the end of the day, it is still the institution that will still look at this dispassionately. As a public, we look at it dispassionately. We don't support anybody, but we tell them, get out the facts. We know this thing is happening. It has been perception. We want to be sure that you address this and you do it. And if by true that Bobrisky was sentenced and he was enjoying in a guest house, he will be returned back to that prison to still do his time.
Thank you, sir.
And that would be the right
to ask you a question. Yeah, the current situation in our country, in our so loved country, Nigeria, When things like this happen, are we supposed to sit on both fence or call a spade and ask and continuously ask the right questions for that grandiose future that we believe that Nigeria go better? Excuse me, let me finish, please. Yeah. Is it the time for us to start sitting on both fence or asking the right authority the right question? And I repeat, VDM is not fighting the government, but he has rather put out there for the masses, myself, you yourself, and others to ask the right questions. I think where we are in Nigeria today, that is what we should be doing, regardless of our education, regardless of where we stand in that country called Nigeria. So that would be my submission for now. Thank you.
Hello, Abiola. To what Aristocrat said, I want you to get my point. Let me tell you something. I love VDM and I love what he's doing. But we don't have many of VDM. We just have only one. How I wish we have like 1,000 of VDM online today. Nigerian will be better today. You understand? But VDM is standing alone.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, let me land. Let me talk. Please, hold on. I beg you, please, hold on. My point is, I'm not talking about his case with Bobrisky or Falana or whatever. My point is, where I'm going is about his state